Hello guys, I hope you're all well. Today I am going to be talking about ways to entertain your children with very little. As you can see, we're in a slightly different setting. We're currently in Jamaica. So we're here for 5 weeks for my husband's work. We're staying in a villa, so we're not in like an all-inclusive resort with a kids club and loads to keep the boys entertained. My husband leaves the house at 7 in the morning, doesn't get back until the boys have gone to bed at like 8 o'clock at night, so I've got all day to try and keep them entertained. Plus, both of the boys have had chicken pox since we've been here. So yeah, I thought this video would be really useful if you're in a similar situation, if maybe you're travelling with your children, if you're travelling the world and you can't take all of their home comforts with you, even just if you're at home and you've got all of their normal toys but they're just a bit bored of them. Maybe like me, your children have got chicken pox and you can't leave the house and you're just looking for some more things to keep them entertained without spending a lot of money and having a lot of toys. Okay, so to start with, I've got the boys' iPads here. I had a 9-hour, 45-minute flight on my own with both of them, so I wasn't going to do that without iPads. So yeah, we use those when we want a bit of downtime. And my biggest tip is that if you've got an Apple TV, take it with you. It's tiny, you can plug it into a TV and then you can use Netflix on it, you can put something on your phone and then share that onto the TV. So the boys have been watching Peppa Pig a lot, you know, it isn't great, but it's kept them busy and it's kept me sane. Okay, and then on to toys. We do have a small selection of toys. On the flight, I brought 3 toy cars, a toy aeroplane and a toy train. I also had some Magna blocks, I think they're called, and they're really good for building things with, using their imagination, and you can't really lose them because they're magnetic, so they all stick together. And then I brought 2 books in the suitcase for them, and he also brought some colouring pencils and 2 notepads. So one of them is a writing one because Jasper starts school in September, so we thought it would be good for him to practice his writing, and the other one is just a plain one. I'll get into crafts and stuff a little bit later on in the video. So they're the kind of only like toys and entertainment things that we've got with us. Okay, so without having loads of their home comforts and toys and just all the things that they would normally have to keep them entertained at home, we have really used our imaginations. And something that we've been doing a lot is science experiments. So I went to the supermarket and I got bicarbonate of soda and white vinegar, and we have been doing loads of different things with them. Basically, when you mix white vinegar with baking soda, it foams up and it's just really fun for the boys to do. So what I've been doing is pouring white vinegar into ice cube trays, freezing them, and then Jasper can sprinkle baking soda on them to see them react. And alternatively, you can flip it around and do it the other way, so you can mix baking powder and water, put that in the ice cube trays, and pour white vinegar on them. I feel like that gets better reaction than the other one, but they're both pretty much the same. Something else that we've done is put different liquids into little cups or into different sections of the ice cube trays, and then sprinkle baking soda on to see which ones react. It's basically things that I had in the fridge, so pickle juice, orange juice, white vinegar, and then I put like water and milk so he could go through and guess before which ones would react and which ones wouldn't. Something else that you can do with an ice cube tray as well is to put lots of little things into the trays. All we had was some stones, leaves and coins. Add water, freeze them, and then you can spend a bit of time with a spoon, or if you've got like a little toy hammer or something, chipping away at the ice to try and get the stuff out. And another thing that you can do with ice as well is draw with them. So freeze some ice cubes and then just let your child draw on like a patio or wooden fence. I can do little patterns and then it melts away and there was no mess at all. If you have got a paintbrush, then painting with water on a patio is a really great idea as well. Okay, something else that Jasper absolutely loves to do is go on a scavenger hunt. So we get a little pot and sometimes we'll make a list. I'll draw things that we need to find, like a leaf, a stone. What else do we find, bud?
And sticks.
Yeah.
And flowers.
Yeah, flowers. I'll say to him, like, you need to find 1 green leaf, 1 yellow leaf, 1 brown leaf, a purple flower, pink flower, blue flower. And we also make potions, so he pretty much does the treasure hunt and then we add water to it, stir it around, and it's like a perfume or a potion or something like that. And then something that's fun to do once you've collected all those things, rather than just throwing them away, is to colour match them. We do a little bit of each colouring pencil on paper, and then we have to go and find something in the garden to match each colouring pencil. Something else that the boys love to do is crafting. So because we've got the colouring pencils already, he also likes to craft using paper cups. We draw faces on them, and we made a volcano the other day, and we've also been using the loo roll and kitchen roll tubes. So he likes to make like swords and telescopes and stuff like that. Another thing that we like to do as well is have a picnic. So even if it's too hot to sit outside, we'll sit indoors and do them, and I literally just cut up lots of bits of snacky food and we'll make smiley faces and shapes using them, and it just makes meal times sounds a bit more exciting. And speaking of food, we also like to do baking. Obviously you don't want to go out and buy lots of utensils or anything, but just getting the pre-made like cookie mix is such a good idea. All you need to do is add water, maybe an egg, and it's a fun activity. We also like to build dens using the sofa cushions and play imagination games like The Floor is Lava, Hide and Seek, Simon Says, anything like that, like being ninjas and rolling around on the floor, just to get their imaginations going. And that's it. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, then please do give it a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment below and let me know what your boredom busters are. And yes, I will see you next time. Bye!